Lap 97 of 145. Chris Tate out in the lead. Pushing out there is Matt Clark, Dave Hunt, Mike Jamison, and Kyle Westwood round out the top 5. I do again apologize for that there. As we are rocking, we are rolling now. Pushing onward here. About to hit that lap 100 mark of the day. Got a line of guys going for the top spot here again. Sorry for dropping out on you there. We're shaking it up here. Chris Tate in the lead. 53 dropping down to the low side now on the 97 of Matt Clark, seeing if he can't get it down and around there. See what he's got for the leaders here. 3 wide up front here for second. Matt's going to drop out of that one. Now Mike Jamison in that 37 machine doing a little dance there, trying to make it work. These guys pushing it here. Doing a phenomenal job. Here's the 53 now of Dave Hunt, going to work his way, trying to make it down to the low side. See what he's got for him. .37 of Mike Jamison there up top of the 53. They're pushing hard here. Trying to make it all work, keep it clean, keep it steady here. Lap 103 of 145 now that they hit the line. These guys are doing a great job here today. I can't say that enough. You always see the NSRL do a phenomenal job each and every week here on CWTV. Again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in here with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. They're doing a great job yet again, just pushing through. This competition level is fierce. It's high. These guys know exactly how to make it work here. What a run we are seeing here today, all day long with the NSRL. These guys know how to make it happen on the track, side by side with each other. We got a run for second now as Dave Hunt, Mike Jamison battling it out here. The 37 here, Mike Jamison really trying to make his way around that 53 and start hunting down the 26 of Chris Tate up in front. Got one more stop to make here in this one. We'll see how quick they do that. As right now, they're to the point where they could pretty much make it. Maybe just want to keep it clean, keep it safe, stay out a few more laps here, then make their pit stops at the end of this green flag cycle when they're close to fuel, because they're only 9 laps away from hitting that mark on the green flag cycle. So we'll see how it works out for these guys here. Just an absolutely phenomenal job here. And there's Chris Tate dropping down into the pits here. So we're going to see Chris Tate for the first car. The leader coming in and making his stop. Guys, again, I do apologize for the... I think we might be having a little connection issues right now. I do apologize. Thanks for working through us with us. I got this recording. That way we'll get you a solid one here afterwards. We're hitting the pits here. A load of these guys. Tanner Thuse kicks it out. But Dave Hunt in here. 37 of Jameson. 97 of Matt Clark. The 92 of Kyle Westwood. The 18 of Justin Guthrie. All making their way in. Oh, no! The 53 shoots down under Jameson there, and whoopsie! Into the wall he goes. Not what you wanted to see. Unfortunate move there by the 53 and the 37 to make contact, and in comes the 4 machine of Tanner Thuse now. Watch Jameson as he tries to get out of the pits here quick. Not quick enough, though. It looks like Kyle Westwood going to take the race out of the pits and win that one. Carl Schaaf, meanwhile, going to get a bonus point for leading a lap here in that 3 machine. Good run by Carl to get that done. Gotta love some solid action. Like I said, we're seeing constantly here with the NSRL. That's right, the NSRL. Always a good time. Always some great racing here with these guys. We'll see how long Carl sticks it out here in front. The 26 going to make a lap back here. Evan Ethel trying to collect a bonus point here as well. He wants to lead a lap. These guys still pushing forward. Carl Schaaf in the lead. Evan Ethel behind him. They're coming around here. Carl's got probably 5 more laps. He can stay out here under the green flag. Evan about the same. We round it back to Chris Tate, who's in 5th place here. The first one not a lap down. And he is sitting, like I said, in 5th place. And looking good here if he can keep it clean. And we stay green flag racing for the rest of the time here. Thanks again so much for tuning in to CWTV. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. I can't say that enough. Evan making his way in. That's going to put Todd out in the front right now. Garrett Wilburn and Chris Tate. So we'll see again who's able to really kick it out there to the front and make it happen. Todd's still out to the front here. He's still got a couple laps to go before he can fire out. Out here, Dave Hunt, Tanner Thuse battling out here. Doing a good job with it, side-by-side action. Still waiting on, looks like Todd is in the pits here. Garrett Wilburn, he is out in front right now. He's going to have to bring it in here in a lap or two, though. And Chris Tate in that 26 machine, still doing it out in the front. Some solid action we're seeing here today. We'll see if Chris Tate can get her done here as Garrett Wilburn still out in the lead. We'll watch and see when he brings it on in here. Gonna stay out another lap here, so he's gone 42 laps now in this current stint. No way he's gonna make it to the end, but I guess it'll play in his factors, it'll play in his advantage, I guess, if he's to get a yellow and he's out there on some fresher tires, such like that. We'll see if it plays into his advantage here today, as he's going to stay out for another one. Really pushing this car around the track here, trying to get as much room in front as possible. But Chris Tate's catching him here on these used tires of the 7. Scott Schroeder's back here going to try to make a move as he's going to try to get his lap back. Going down the straightaway. You'd assume the 7 car going to give way here. He does. Let Scott go on by. We'll see. Does the 7 car come into the pits here? Look at these guys put on a show here today. Lap 121 of 145. Garrett Wilburn, 44 laps into this fuel run, still out in the front. Gonna go 42. Excuse me there. At this point, Wilburn is definitely at danger of going 2 laps down by pitting, or I guess he'd go a lap down. Still, it's a dangerous move to stay out this long. Trying to hope for something. These guys doing it big here. Wilburn to another one. 47 laps into the stint here. He is really hoping he is out there on a Hail Mary right now. As Chris Tate in that 26 machine, still closing that gap on newer tires here. He's going to stay out yet again. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know where he's getting he must have a tank of gas in there with him, an extra one. Not sure how it's working for him. But however, it is working. He's keeping it out in the front. It looks like he's woeing it down now. Is he going to head on in? He does. It's going to give way to Chris Tate here in the 26 machine. Looks like we got a little battle back in second. For second place, I should say, 97 machine. Matt Clark trying to stick it out and keep out in front of the 37 of Mike Jamison for the moment. See if, in fact, they are able to do so. Solid run here today. Can't say that enough. These guys know how to put on a show here with the NSRL. Texas looking like a plate track today with these guys. Travis Butts cheering on Kyle Westwood here. Westwood in 4th place. Has a run here now on Mike Jamison. See if he can get out in front of the 37 machine. Mike Jamison not going to be happy with a podium finish here today. He wants more than that. He knows he's better than more. He's worth more than that. He can take more than that. He can get it. He knows he can. He knows that's his way into the playoff rounds here, but just unable to solidify it just yet. We're watching Kyle try to close those hopes here. Lap 128 of 145 about in the books. Chris Tate still your leader. What a run we are seeing here on Halloween week. Gotta love it. The 4 Tanner Thus in 5th place here, trying to hold off the number 10 of Will Bustler. Matt Clark has a 4-second gap between himself and leader Chris Tate here. Lap 130 of 145. Come around to the line. We got 15 laps of action remaining. And a great show here today so far. Gotta love when these guys come on the track and make it all work, make it all happen. Jamison in the 97. Still battling it out there. They got Chris Tate way out in front of him, 4 seconds. Look at the backside here of Tate. We'll see when we can finally see him. Maybe not at all. There they are. The little dots on the track back there. It's tough for these guys to make it work out in front of Tate now as he took in a great time and put it into the pits right on time here today. It's going to be hard for them to really reel in that 26 machine. Even though he does have some damage on there, I think he's going to be okay out in the front. What a run the 26 is putting together here. 3.8 seconds out in front, so they are closing the gap. We'll see if they're able to do it quick enough here today. At 37. Pushing on here. 11 laps in this one to go. Matt Clark really holding on. He looks like he's able to hold that low side a little quicker, a little better. Then out in front, so we'll see if he's able to put together a run here for 2nd place. Mike Jamison in that 37. Looks to be doing everything he can to keep it out in front of Matt Clark. Let's go inside that cockpit of Mike Jamison. As you can see Matt up in that Rear view mirror up there right on his rear end. Not saving gas, anything like that. Just very smooth through the corners. Mike Jamison in the 37 machine. Again, you can see Matt up in that rear view looking up top. He's going to fall back a little here. Mike getting a good run through the corners here. Good run into the straight there across the line. We're to lap 137 of 145 now. Guys, I can't thank you enough for tuning in to CWTV, having some fun with me here on a Wednesday afternoon. We got more action coming your way here tonight, so don't go away. Well, you can go away for a little bit because it's going to be a bit. But come back, I should say. Come back and join us for the fun here later tonight. The Monsters of Dirt is... We'll have some fun with those guys. Right now, though, we got a race here to finish as we are coming down to the closing laps here of this one. Chris Tate, Mike Jamison, Matt Clark, Kyle Westwood, Tanner Thues in the top 5 at the moment, putting on a show. An absolute show here. Chris Tate doing a great job still out in front. 3 seconds to these guys. So they're catching them a little bit, but not at the speed I don't think they need to. And now the 97 going to make a run on the 37 machine here. Can Matt Clark make it out in front? He's going to have to back it off from Mike Jamison there. So going to have to try it again. Set it back up and see what he can make happen. Clark's got a win here this year so far. So wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary to see him up in the front. Kyle's beating on the door, though, now of Matt Clark. Did he save enough in the 92 machine to make something happen? Work his way out in front of Matt Clark in the 97. We shall see. Can he get it done here? We'll cross the line. We'll have 5 laps of action remaining. 5 laps to go. Lap 141 of 145 now. Looking to the low side of the 37. Matt Clark dips down and under. Going to get him a scoop at the 2 scooper. He gets around there of Jamison. Going to put himself into second. And now Kyle's going to try to put himself onto the podium. Here's the 37 looking low. He's going to put himself back in position for that P2 grab. These guys are going to run it out here. They know, I think at this point, it's all between it's all for the second spot here. That first place is a little too far out to make a run on now. And now the 97 back to the low side here. 37 going to shut the door. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. No, no, no. Now we got the 92 machine of Kyle Westwood back behind the 97 of Matt Clark. Watch here the 37 as he makes his way around the corners up into the line here. We're going to have 3 laps to go when they cross it. Jamison taking that one in the battle for second. Chris Tate still 2.8 seconds out in front. He's just got to keep it clean. He does have some traffic in front of him. As long as he doesn't J.R. Hildebrand, it'll be okay. Look at these guys go. 97 right on that back bumper of Jamison in the 37 machine. See if he's able to make it work. Can he make it happen? White flag in the air. ButtKicker Gamer 2 final lap. Chris Tate should walk away with this one in a fantastic finish. But the battle here for second is not a given. As the 37 going to try to close off the bottom side of the corners there of the 97. Matt Clark going to try to get a run on the top side. Not enough. Jamison going to cross there in front of Matt Clark. Chris Tate with the win, though. 26 gets it done here today. Jameson second, Matt Clark in third. Kyle Westwood and Tanner Thusch round out the top 5 here. Let's go into the Auralex interview loft. We'll talk to the winners. These podium finishes here today. Let's go down and see what Matt Clark has to say about this one. Matt Clark, this is Tommy in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
What's up, my man?
Another solid run by the 97 machine. It looked like you were going to give Jameson a run for his money there at the end, but were the tires a little too heated up?
No, I think we were faster than him. We definitely could have passed him, but I know he's in the playoff hunt. I'm not, so I wanted to play it safe, make sure that neither of us got in trouble.
Hey, I don't blame you there. We've seen it happen before. It's happened, and you don't want it to, but I've seen it. So a good call there, and you got to be happy with the solid podium here tonight, at least.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a tough season for us, so to get a podium here feels really good.
You were battling side by side through some of these runs, and you even were able to make some passes up on that top side. How tough was that to do on a track like this today?
Oh, man, it is so tough. You really got to spend about 5 laps setting somebody up to get to their low side or just work that high line lap after lap after lap to try to get by him.
Well, you made it work here today. You put that spooky 97 into the podium here, and congrats. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, sir?
I want to thank you. I tried my hardest so you would interview me.
Well, you got it done. You got it done.
I did.
Congrats to you in the 97 machine, sir. You deserve it. It was a very well-fought race here today.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You got it. Let's chat to the number 37, Mike Jameson here. Let's see what Mr. Jameson has to say. Excuse me. About this one here today. Mr. Jameson, you got a copy?
Sure do.
It's another day, another podium finish, but I know it's another day of disappointment here for the 37 machine as you want it in front. But man, the consistency here this season is second to none.
Yeah, I'm not too upset with today. It's definitely some odd things going on with that last run there. I'm not sure how we were catching Tate, but it is what it is. I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely there. I mean, what did you think that when you stayed out I think it was 2 extra laps in Chris there, that you were going to have it was 1, but that you might be able to have a little run on those tires here come the end of it?
Well, that's what we thought. I mean, we weren't sure if he took 2 or if he took 4, but he's got a pretty busted up front end, and we're not sure how we weren't catching him, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. I was kind of wondering that too. He did look like a little damage up there, but hey, he got it out in front. He kept it there. But let's talk about your battle here with Matt Clark for a minute, as you guys were exchanging some blows here late in this one, and at the end you end up on top of that. So that had to be fun going back and forth with Matt there for a little bit.
Yeah, the whole race was fun. We had a good run that last before the last pit stop, and honestly, me, Matt, Kyle, Tanner, we were all just trying to link up and catch Chris. We couldn't figure out what he was doing.
You're doing everything you could, but hey, second place here today. Like I said, I know you want to solidify yourself in there, but man, points are about to do that themselves, I would think.
Yeah, I'm locked in with points right now, so I mean, I'd still like to get that win, but at this point, just try to stay alive.
Absolutely. Congrats, Mr. Jameson in the 37. Who you want to thank for getting it all done, sir?
Hey, you guys, as always, putting on an awesome broadcast. Kyle, everybody, we raced pretty clean today. I know Dave is probably listening. Sorry about getting him on pit road. Me and him kind of had a rough week, so I'll talk to him later. We'll sort everything out.
Absolutely. That was a little whoopsie moment there, but hey, it's racing. It happens. Pit road was tight at that time, so we've seen it happen in the pros. Mike Jameson, congrats to you on a second place here today.
Thank you.
You got it. We'll go down. We'll talk to the man, the myth, the legend here today, Chris Tate. see what he has got to say. I want to know, too. I want to know what he was doing that held him out to the front here today. Chris Tate, do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
You had something in that motor here today that just kept you fresh, kept you going. Even with the little bit of damage, you were able to pull away from these guys out in second, third, fourth that were trying to catch you and get you there, but they couldn't. You were the fastest guy here in that last stint. Run us through what you did to get out in front and keep it there.
That was all the pit stop. Put in, put out. And honestly, I thought my race was done because I got that damage on the pace laps just from rearing into somebody. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But yeah, I just got that big old lead just from phenomenal pit stop and not making any mistakes.
Absolutely there. Very smooth line you were running. I could definitely see that. But did you take 2 tires? Did you take all 4 there on that pit stop?
No, I took 4. Like I said, had a great pit entry and just didn't hit my marks, didn't slide out, didn't get caught for speeding, obviously, or it was just great all around. Just hit my marks completely and just pulled a big gap.
We went radioactive there when you were talking to your teammates and they were wondering, hey, where are you at right now? You're about to make the move up in front around the leader at that time, but you guys sound like you guys are having a good old time in the chat there. The team really pushing you forward here this season?
Oh, yeah, I love racing with them. They're a great group of guys, always fun to hang out with, fun to talk to, even when they're racing. It's always just lighthearted conversation, and it's just a blast to be around them.
Absolutely. Well, congrats again for a great win here today. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
You for putting it on the live stream, Kyle for letting me in and putting it all on, Christian Reeves for actually telling me about it and getting me in, all the armed forces, and I think that about does it.
Well, congrats again, and thank you very much. Are you an armed force member yourself?
Yes, sir. I'm shipping out to the Marine Corps in March.
Well, thank you very much for your service, sir. We appreciate you, and we will talk to you hopefully here again later this season.
All right. Thank you.
Congrats again to the winner here, Chris Tate, and then Mike Jamison and Matt Clark in the podium finishers there. Sorry about that. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to CWTV here today. Again, I apologize for the disconnect there in between the two streams. We got it all to you here today. Thanks so much for tuning in.